So, I have put a few hours into Shining Pearl, and I thought it would be fun to make this little review video. Though I wouldn't call it a review, it's more just me rambling for around 10 minutes. Hope you enjoy it. So, first impressions back in February when the game was first shown, I thought that it looked pretty good. I wasn't a huge fan of the GBs, I didn't dislike them, but I thought especially like the main characters looked a bit off, and then the battles looked pretty bad. However, outside of that, I was on board. I thought it looked good. And then we got the Switch OLED footage, which was I think in July, and in that one it showed that they had improved the look of like the battle screen a lot. And yeah, it certainly looked good. It was like, okay, they're fixing everything that I had really an issue with. It was good. And then they released the second trailer in August, and that one was like really good. Showed like following Pokemon and stuff like that. And at that point I was like really excited for the game. So that's kind of like what I went to the game with. After the second trailer, they didn't really show anything new. It was just kind of like a trailer showing like the same stuff. So yeah, I was pretty excited for the game. I thought that it looked great, and I couldn't wait to play it. And yeah, I've played the game now a bunch. I've put in like 70 hours, and here's kind of my thoughts on it, I guess. So first thing that I want to get out of the way, I want to go over the one bad thing, the one thing that I am not a fan of, because pretty much everything else I like about this game, but there is one thing that I don't like. So let's get that out of the way first. So yeah, the EXP share, it's not good. I feel like ever since X and Y, like X and Y or as basically every game that the EXP or modern EXP share has been in, it's been bad. I haven't liked how they implemented it. I think that like Gen 7 did a okay job at implementing the EXP share, but there are still some issues that come with it. And I think I want to talk about this more in some other video, but basically I don't like the EXP share or the modern EXP share. However, it was fine because you could turn it off. However, in these games you can't turn it off. It's just not good. I don't like it. That's about it. As everyone knows, these games are very, very faithful. That's kind of the whole thing. And because of that, when talking about these games and reviewing these games, it's kind of a big deal as to like, what are my opinions on the original Diamond and Pearl, since these games are mostly the same. And yeah, I feel like Diamond and Pearl, or like Gen 4 overall, is like a really weird gen, because I think it's really good. It's one of my favorite gens, but I don't really feel any like special connection to it, right? I don't have any nostalgia for the games, and yeah, my opinions on the games have always just been, it's good, that's about it. So yeah, that carries over to BDSP. If you like Diamond and Pearl, then you're also going to like these games pretty much. So because of that, because there isn't really too much more to say about them, let's move on to the new stuff. First of all, there's the visuals. The visuals, obviously, the game looks very different from the originals, and yeah, like I said in the beginning, I like the way the game looks, especially like the map and like the battle backgrounds look great. I really liked how in Auras, and pretty sure also in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they changed like some of the character designs. I like that a lot. I like seeing kind of like reimaginations of these character designs. However, in this game they don't do that, and I think that's somewhat like boring, but I get that they were obviously going for a faithful remake. But still, overall like characters and like the GBs, I think that again, Auras did the GBs the best. I think that honestly like Auras is probably like the most underappreciated Pokemon games. Like those games are good. And I think they're like, straight up, I think that they are the visually the best Pokemon games that we have ever seen. They look great. I really like them. And I would have rather seen these games do like a similar approach, but I think the GBs are fine. I don't love them, but I also don't hate them. They're just kind of meh. Yeah, but the map and the overall kind of like background, I guess, looks great. And like the battle backgrounds, they look fantastic. I really like them. Water is for some reason fucking beautiful. Why? It's just like the rest of the game looks good, but it's like, why the fuck is the water suddenly just like fucking beautiful? Like what the fuck happened? Yeah, it looks good. I like it. Next up is the OST. Obviously this game remakes the OST, and I don't know fucking nothing about music, but I like a lot of Pokemon OSTs, and I don't know, from what I listened to in the game, nothing really stood out as like, oh my god, this is like a really great reimagination of the OST. It was always kind of like, yeah, it's still good. The OST is still very good, and there were like many moments where I would get to a route and like specifically stop and just like listen to the OST because I wanted to kind of like hear what they did with this OST and stuff like that. Like fucking Route 216 is like straight up the best OST in Pokemon. Like I'm not even fucking joking. At least the best route theme. It's that fucking good. So it was nice hearing these tracks again, kind of reimagined, but I don't think any of them were really like amazingly remixed or anything like that. That really like blew me away. But yeah, it's all good, it's all solid. Pokemon always has really solid OSTs, so this is not really anything surprising. Next category is the mechanics updates. Since this game is a Gen 8 game, it introduces a lot of things that weren't in the original games, such as like hidden abilities, fairy types, and the Gen 8 learn sets. I guess you would count the EXP share as a mechanics change, which is obviously not good, but I already went over that. But everything else is like having the fairy type, nice, having hidden abilities, really nice. The big one that I really like is the fact that you can access the box anywhere. That is fucking great. I really like that. The main flaw with using more Pokemon than 6 is the fact that you'd have to walk back to the Pokemon Center to get other Pokemon, right, and switch them out. However, now that you can access the box anywhere, that's an actual possibility. You can now have more Pokemon than 6 and just switch them out from part of the box every now and then. And another thing that kind of like prevented doing this in the older games was that there just wasn't enough EXP to have all of your Pokemon be like at a reasonable level, so because of that you had to do a lot of grinding so that everyone would kind of keep up. But now with the EXP share, there's too much EXP, so by using more Pokemon than 6, you're spreading it, and thus overall you won't be as over-leveled. Yeah, I really like this, I thought it was really good. I used 10 Pokemon in my playthrough, and by the time I reached the league I was around like level 52, I think, and then I just like leveled off my Pokemon like 2 levels and then went to the league. And I had a pretty good experience in the league. It was pretty challenging, and I really thought that I would lose to Cynthia, but I ended up winning. And that was largely because of the broken affection system. Yeah, so this game also has a thing called the affection system, where if your Pokemon has max happiness, then sometimes they will just like not die when they should, and sometimes they will dodge moves. So yeah, the whole affection system is pretty broken, but it's kind of cute and endearing, so fuck it, it gets a pass. Yeah, this is a very serious review here. So yeah, I would recommend if you're playing through the game, just use more Pokemon than 6. That's a very easy fix for the EXP share. I don't think it makes it okay. I still think the EXP share should be toggleable, but it is something that you can do without like limiting yourself too much. So yeah, it's neat, I recommend it. Yeah. Next up, speaking of neat, following Pokemon. It is back, and it is really nice. There isn't a whole lot to say about this. I mean, it's just fucking nice. At the end of the day, it doesn't really affect much. It's just the Pokemon follows you. It doesn't really have any functionality. But it's fucking neat. It's fucking nice. Look at it. It's fucking cute. Like look at this fucking Natu just jumping around. Oh fuck. But yeah, I like the following Pokemon. Obviously, everyone likes them. They're neat. They're cute. Yeah. That's about it. There's of course like memes about like, oh, look at how small this Rayquaza is. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Literally, like, I unironically go touch grass. Next up is the outfits. The outfits are cool. They're neat. I mean, yeah, it's just any kind of like customizability like this is very good. And yeah, it's just nice to have. A lot of this video is just me saying like, yeah, it's nice, it's good. But I mean, honestly, yeah, like what else is there? It's just, it's nice having the option to customize the way the trainer looks and add some kind of personality to it. And I hope that in the future they do even more customization options and stuff like that. Would be nice. There is this small little Clefairy shop thing in Veilstone now, and it replaces the game corner. Moment of silence for the game corner. You will be missed. What the fuck kind of Bowser's Castle shit is this? Why are there 3 front doors? the Grand Underground, I wasn't really expecting to put too much time into it. I was kind of thinking that it would just be something that I would go to once or twice, but I was very wrong. I have spent like a lot of time there, and yeah, it's really fun. I kind of completely forgot about the mining minigame in the originals, but yeah, it's really fun. It's really good. I don't know why, but it's really fucking addictive, and I've spent a lot of fucking time there. Also, of course, like the Pokemon hideaways are really cool, and having access to like more Pokemon early on is very good. I got a Scorpy, I think, well, immediately. I think you can get it immediately in Eterna City, so that's pretty good. Normally you'd only get access to it, I think, in like Pastoria or after Pastoria. So yeah, overall giving access to more Pokemon early on is good, especially with the Sinnoh Dex, because it's kind of shit, it's not very good. So yeah, this is appreciated, this is really nice. Last category is other post-game stuff, because I didn't really know what else to put here. There's a lot of kind of like small stuff here and there, like the whole Ramana Park thing. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't spent too much time there, but I plan on doing that eventually. I never really did any Poke Radar shiny hunting, so I might want to try that in this game. I've already made a nice Smeargle that is, yeah, I don't know, like they say that Pokemon aren't tools, but like fucking look at this thing. Overall, the game is very good. I'm very happy with the game. I went into it expecting it to just be Diamond and Pearl, but with a new look and some small new stuff added in, and that's what I got. Yeah, it's just a chill, fun game, and it's probably gonna keep me occupied until the launch of Legends Arceus, so yeah. Overall, nice game, fun game, it's a good game. But yeah, follow me on Twitter and all that. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing now. I'll see you someday, maybe. Bye.